Hello everyone, my name is Dullah Mzungu and today I'm going to continue with my class of 5 pronunciation tricks for English learners. As I promised you to give 5 lessons that will help you to pronounce better, to sound more British and also sound more fluently and natural. And what I promise you and what I tell you it is just attend those classes, those 5 classes, because they will help you to sound more natural when you speak English. We're done with one, that is sure sound. Today we are going to the second one, that is can be a surprise for you. Before I continue, let me explain a little bit about pronunciation problem happening in my country. As we know that Tanzania, English is our second language. So we are speaking Kiswahili as a first language. We're facing difficult and problems in pronunciation English. That is because English and Kiswahili, they are quite different on sounds and letters. That's why we are facing difficult on pronunciation in English. So I plan to prepare the class which having 5 lessons that can help you to sound more like a native on pronunciation. So I promise you, after finishing those 5 lessons, it will change your life. So before I continue, let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel confused when you hear the sound like, phrases like, don't you, wanna, gonna, tell him, lemme, or frana? It sounds so weird. I remember back in middle school when I watch movie or I watch football, the football commentator, when they say wanna, gonna, lemme, tell him, I got confused. What is this, I had a lot of words in my brain, a lot of grammar in my head, but I've never known what is wanna, gonna, lecha, wacha, don't you? It sounds so weird. That is informal contractions, and it's our class for today, the informal contractions. Let me start with the meaning. What is informal contractions? Informal contractions means the shortened form of word or group of words by omitting some certain letters or sounds, and we use an apostrophe to represent the missing letters. So an apostrophe is very crucial in this class of informal contractions or reduction forms. As we know that informal contractions helping us in sounding more natural and fluent, then it can help us to understand the native speaker what they say. It can also help us to sound more like a native when we talk. Informal contractions or reduction forms is so useful in speaking language, especially in pronunciation. So normally can be done by 2 to 3 words, that informal contractions. And the common contractions are made up by verbs, auxiliaries, or modals that attach to the other words to make the reduction form. As we know that English is an expression language, so we don't speak the way it's written in the books. No. And spoken English must have a natural flow. Actually, we know it, so it should flow on the speaking. We can use informal contraction when we speak casually and fast with friends, colleagues, sometimes family, but never use informal contractions in any formal situations like formal written tasks, maybe exams, or you email your boss. It can be a problem. Use them when you sound fast and casually with friends, colleagues, or sometimes family at home. And also, don't use it in interview, CV. It is not recommended. Sometimes people confusing informal contractions and slangs. They are quite different, even not much. But this one can help us to sound more like a native. So we have a lot of contraction forms. But today, I just prepare only 15 that are very common, useful in everyday life. So let's get started with our first informal contractions. Number 1, it is lecha. Lecha is an actual form of let plus you. Lecha, let plus you. For example, if you want to say, let you try this, you can simply say, let you try this. Let you try this. If you want to say, let you do this. You can simply say, let you do this. Let you do this. So you see how it sounds more natural and fluently and more connected. The second contraction, it's easy. It's easy. It sounds so weird. It's easy. It's easy is an actual form, meaning contraction of the word it plus is plus easy. For example, if you want to say it is easy question, you can simply say it's easy question. It's easy question. Another example, if you want to say it is easy again, you can simply say it's easy again. It's easy again. It's easy again. So it's easy is in a contraction form of it plus is plus easy. Number 3, that's my favorite contraction form, that is ain't. Ain't, I get confused too much when I use it because this needs a lot of attention, especially on looking at the subject you're using. Ain't is the actual form of is not, are not, am not, has not, and have not. Is not, are not, am not, has not, have not. It's become ain't. For example, she ain't angry means she is not angry. She ain't angry. Another example, I ain't coming. I ain't coming means I am not coming. I ain't coming. I'm not coming. Another example, she ain't done yet. She ain't done yet means she has not done yet. They ain't eaten up to now. They ain't eaten up to now means they have not eaten up to now. Number 4, contraction number 4, don'tcha. 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 Don'tcha is the actual form of don'tcha. It is don't plus you. Don't plus you. Don'tcha. For example, you wanna say, why don't you write me an email? You can simply say, why don't you write me an email? Why don't you write me an email? Why don't you write me an email? It means, why don't you write me an email? Why don't you write me an email? The second example is, don't you worry, walk alone in the jungle. Don't you worry, walk alone in the jungle. You can simply say, don't you worry, walk alone in the jungle. Simply. Let's go number 5. Number 5, tell him. Tell him. Actually sounding so weird. Tell him. What is tell him? You can get confused. That are informal contractions. The actual form of tell him, it is tell them. Tell plus them, we get tell him. Tell him, sound more natural. For example, tell him to go away. Tell him to go away. It means tell them to go away. Tell them to go away. Another example, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. It means tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. Now let's go on the contraction number 6, yeah? That is, contraction number 6, it is, contraction number 6, it is let me. Let me. Let me. It means let plus me. Let me. Let plus me. Let me. And for example, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth means let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. It's an informal contraction. Or you can say, let me guess, you're a genius. Let me guess, you're a genius. Let me guess, you're a genius. Sounds so nice. Number, it means number 7 now. Number 7, it is neither. Neither. In my country, Tanzania, if you hear the word neither, it means that is very important card which we use to identify us, you know. So here, forget about neither that we use in our official requirements or document there. Come here in English contraction form, pronunciation trickeries, then look back to see about neither. Neither means need to. Need to. Need plus to, we get neither. For example, I need to go home now. I need to go home now means I need to go home now. I need to go home now. The second example, I need to buy a new car. I need to buy a new car means I need to buy a new car. Number 8, used to. Used to. Used to. That's a contraction form of the word used plus to. Used plus to. Used plus to. For example, I used to walk alone during night over there. I used to walk alone during night over there. I used to walk alone during night over there means I used to walk alone during night over there. The second example it is, I used to cook myself at home. I used to cook myself at home. Yeah, I used to cook myself at home. That is example of the word used to. Number 9, it is has to. Has to. Has to means has plus to. Has to. Has plus to. For example, she has to do a homework. She has to do a homework means she has to do a homework. She has to do a homework. Or she has to cook early. She has to cook food early. She has to cook food early. Then number 10, have to. That is have plus to. Have plus to, for example, we have to run quickly. We are out of the time now. We have to run quickly. We are out of the time now. We have to run quickly. We are out of the time. So you can simply say, we have to run quickly. We are out of the time now. Or we have to do an assignment. The deadline is coming. We have to do an assignment. The deadline is around the corner. We have to do an assignment. The deadline is nearby or is around the corner. Number 12, it is wacha. Wacha. If you hear someone say wacha in my country, wacha means stop in Kiswahili. Wacha, stop. But forget about Kiswahili, just come here in English pronunciation. Wacha means what are you and what do. So for instance, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Or what are this hammer for? What do this hammer for? What this hammer for? What do this hammer for? Number 13, my favorite, I can say, I always love when I hear this sound. Matcha. 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 If I say matcha, I know I came from Tanzania and there are the people coming from Kilimanjaro, Chaga. Matcha is the name for the Chaga people. When you say Matcha, it's the name for someone names. I have my friend called Jackie Matcha, Jose Matcha, so much of the name in Chaga tribal. But forget about Chaga tribal, forget about traditional, just come to the pronunciation. Matcha means much of, much of, much plus of, matcha. For example, the Royal Tour made much history in our country, so we need to thank our President Samaya Hassan. The Royal Tour made much history in our country, so we need to thank a lot our President Samaya Hassan. Means the Royal Tour made much of history in our country. We need to thank our President Samaya Suluhu Hassan. Another example, it is maybe you come from watching a game between Manchester United and Newcastle, and your friend asked you, how was the game? You can simply say it wasn't a surprise. You can simply say was not a matter of surprise. Was not a matter of surprise. Was not matter of surprise. Was not much of surprise. So let's continue with our class, and I mean you can understanding well when we keep talking these things, and I think I can give you more than there. Let's go now for number, I think it's number 14, that is kinda. Kinda. Kinda means kind of. Kind of. For example, my mom is kinda cute. My mom is kinda cute. My mom is kind of beautiful, kind of gorgeous, kind of cute. Maybe you come from the test and was complicated.